Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Teri. Before we get into what I want to talk to you about, please remember, hit the subscribe button. Please like and comment, share with your friends, all of that stuff. But I wanted to answer a few questions. And this is live. I am not going to be editing it. So what you see is what you get. There have been a lot of questions about Margo. Many of you have seen some pretty precarious updates and some photographs, and there's a lot of information out there that's like misinformation or no information. Everybody wants to know what's going on with her, and I really appreciate that, as does she. It's been hectic. As you know, we've been in and out of the hospital since probably the beginning of May. Margo was diagnosed with septic shock. She had kidney stones. One of them was blocking the pelvic. I guess they had a hip in your pelvis. Is that right? And it was moving, but it was making a backflow. And so when they went to put the stent in, she went into septic shock. In the hospital, we did have some good days, had some great times. We had fun in the hospital. Then it was my turn to go to the hospital, have my ears done. Didn't go so great. Well, when Margo was in the hospital, each time, we were in there several times, she had several different procedures done for her kidney. They took her off of a very important medication. Margo has AFib, and it was being controlled with a blood thinner. During this last little thing that we had done, she went back into AFib. They had removed her from her blood thinners. The doctors weren't really on board, and now they will be. We've talked to them about that. What happened was, if you're not familiar with AFib, here's my layman's term. If my grandson was here, he could tell you like flat out what was going on. From what I understand, okay, you've got your chambers here, and the top chambers are just sort of like fluttering, and it's keeping that blood in there, and it's not able to get back down. So she went into AFib. So she has her heart is not moving her blood the way it should be. She's not getting oxygen through her body the way it should be. And we thought we had that behind us until, the AFib. We went in to have her sort of rebooted, as I like to say. They were going to put electrodes around, give her a shot to her heart, and try to get it back into a normal rhythm. What they did before that was put, to the best of my understanding, it's like an ultrasound camera down her esophagus so they could see her heart and make sure there were no clots in her heart, around her heart, so it would be safe to do that, whatever it's called. We need jumper cables. Yeah, we need jumper cables for that one. Anyway, they found a blood clot and they sent us home. So she's been in AFib, which means she's extremely tired. It's been difficult for her to take steps. We're very uncomfortable leaving her alone because we're not sure what's going to happen. The clot could do whatever. The clot is in her heart. They have doubled up on some of her medications. And we have a new date of December 11th that we're going in. Hopefully the clot will be dissolved by then, and they'll be able to shock her. It's like, let me have those paddles. That's not really the way they do it, but not in this situation. So we're hoping. So that's what's going on. Everyone's been asking. We really appreciate it. Wanted to let you know that. I've been kind of absent. It's been really difficult to get into that let's film and be really funny and have a great time mood, because we've been going through another situation with my brother. And before all of you out there say, oh my God, and start calling my genetic brothers, don't do that. Not a good idea. This man and his wife sort of adopted me, took me in, and loved me through all of that hell that I had gone through. He was diagnosed about 3 years ago with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I was allowed to see him. I went to see him yesterday. He is in hospice, and he probably has maybe a week, he said. Great. So just don't even listen to that. So I'm having a really hard time with that. I went to see him yesterday. It was great to see him. It was great to see his lovely wife, meet his family. So it's not my blood brother, my genetic brother, but he is my brother in my heart, and I love him with everything. So with Margo's situation, with my vertigo situation, the problems with my ears, and then so worried about my brother, it's been hard to fit a video in there. If any of you guys have experience with kidney stones, how the heck you got rid of them, because they did that blasting shockwave thing to break up the kidney stones with Margo and didn't go so well. Then we have the blood clot and the AFib we're dealing with. Please keep in mind, if you know anything, hi, Christy, it's a lot more than that. Unfortunately, there are several risk factors we have, but the diet is key. You're right. But the AFib, the blood clots, we need to get this woman on oxygen. I mean, get her heart pumping so she gets more oxygen, can get out there and have more fun with me. If you know anything about AFib, kidney stones, septic shock, any of that, or if anyone's dealing with the loss of someone that you love so much, there are a couple of things I wanted to let you know. When I went to see my brother, I talked to him, and he told me, I'm tired, I'm ready, I'm done. He's ready, and I'm comfortable with where I believe he's going. My big worry is for his wife. Of course, I'm terribly worried about my brother. I'm worried about his wife. Please keep them in your prayers. But if anyone has any experience with pancreatic cancer, let us know about that. What was your experience? How did you deal with it? And see, there's my squirrel brain working again, because I wanted to tell you something that's really important. When I sat down by him yesterday, I let him know that when my grandson died in 2004, we found out who loved us, who really wasn't there. And it was hard because the people that were the closest to us weren't there. I know it's an uncomfortable situation when someone is ending this chapter of their lives, but please, I'm begging you, it means the world to them and to their family if you just acknowledge it. All you have to say is, I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry you're fighting this. I'm sorry you're going through it. And let them know what an impact they have had on your life. Just like my brother and his wife have. They have impacted me in ways I can't even begin to express. So that's one little piece of advice. People that we knew that wouldn't even call to say I'm sorry when they knew we're going through the death of our grandson. If you know someone in that situation, just reach out. It's uncomfortable. Tell them you love them. Tell them you don't have words. Tell them you're sorry. But don't let anything pass with a regret saying, I wish I had seen them one more time. I wish I could have told them I love them one more time. Because you're not going to have time to pretty soon if you're in that kind of a situation. Just do it. Thank you, guys. We're doing a couple of things with this live feed, trying to check out the new monitor, the new computer, trying to do the live stream. And I see Christy up there. I love Christy. She's got my back. But we also want to fill you in on Margo and on my brother. So that's kind of what's going on. I would appreciate no personal questions. I'm not going to be giving out any personal information. Margo has given me permission to let you guys know because it's such a serious topic. And we've been sort of gone. How do you laugh and have fun when there's all this stuff surrounding you and you're like in this tornado? You don't. But since I've gotten so many messages, Margo's gotten a lot of messages, we just want to let you know she is safe. Everyone expects a full recovery. It's just taking a little bit of time. It's taking me away from a lot of things I've needed to do. It's completely stopped Margo in her tracks. And with my brother and his family, I'm happy that we got the time that we had with him. If you're in a situation and you've got someone, please, I'm begging you, go tell them how much they mean to you, that you love them, because I don't want you to have any regrets. No regrets. No regrets. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm not going to edit this, like I said. So here we go. Let's see. Chrissy said she went through a lot of death and no one really cares. It sounds harsh, but it's true. You know, Chrissy, I don't think that's really it. I think people get, in my experience, they get really afraid that they're going to say something that's going to offend you. In the case of my grandson, we knew he was going to die. It's a fact of life. And how do you ignore that? You comfort the family. You know, my grandson, I believe it's where he's supposed to be. But those of us that are left behind, comfort them. Just say you're sorry. Give them a hug. And if you get the chance to see them before they leave this plan, tell them you love them and how much they made an impact on your life. People care. It's just scary. And it's hard to step out of a comfort zone. Christy, I love you. Everyone else, thank you. Hopefully we'll get some cool stuff up soon. Hopefully you'll subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment, thumbs up. And please, any information on any of this, we would love. Say peace out. Wishing you a great rest of the week. And hopefully we'll have something back with lipstick and bushwhacks shortly. Have a great week, guys. Peace out. Now to figure out how to stop this, because you know what? I don't have a freaking clue. Oh, it might be where it says in stream. Bye, blonde.